Hey, what's up everybody? It's George here. We're back with another video. Now today's video is a Goblin 500 update in response to my request for help, and subsequently a video on how to program the Talon 90 ESC. First off, I'd like to thank everyone that responded to my help request. I really appreciate it. Special props to Danny Lightning, Snotlobber, the X-Flights, Gadget Mark, the Davy. The list goes on, but I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to help me out. I think what I've found out is that using the ESC in the default mode of airplane mode, auto endpoints, is the root cause of my problem, and I need to change that. So why don't we go ahead, head over to the bench, and start the process of setting this thing up in heli mode with fixed endpoints. We're ready to start programming the ESC, and let's take a quick look at my setup and what I've already done. The first thing, as you can see, is I removed the blades. You could just as easily move your motor back, but since I have the belt drive, I've just removed my blades. The important thing here is that you remain safe. If this thing spins up, you don't want anybody getting hurt. One thing that you're going to need is the Castle Link, and that's the USB programming kit. You get this free from Castle. Simply send in the card that comes with your ESC and they'll send that out to you. Note that you're going to have to provide your own USB connector, and that's going to require a standard USB on one end and a micro USB on the other. I also have a pair of offset needle nose pliers, and I use these to remove the ESC lead from the AR7200. Makes it easy and I don't have to try to get my fingers in there to do it. One thing to remember about the Castle Link programmer is when you hook your ESC up, you want to hook your ESC up with the orange wire on the signal pin. The signal pin has a square wave, some people call it an ohm symbol, but there's minus, plus, and signal. Orange goes to the signal. Okay, to get ready to start the programming, the first thing I'm going to do is remove the throttle lead from the AR7200BX, and I'll use my offset needle nose pliers for that. I see that the orange wire is on top. Next, I'm going to connect my interface, making sure that the signal is on top, orange is on top. I'll go ahead and I'll plug it in. And finally, I'll hook up the mini USB end to get it ready to plug into the computer. At this point, we're all ready to plug it in, so let's take it upstairs. I've already downloaded and installed the Castle Link USB programming software. You can download it right from Castle's website, and the URL is in the instructions that come with the USB programming kit. As you can see, it has a default screen, and USB connection status and device connection status are both red, meaning they're not connected. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the USB cable. And now we can see that it's recognized it's a Talon, and the USB connection status and device connection status both turned green. There's a lot of tabs here that we can make adjustments to. I'm going to leave everything at the defaults, but I do want to change the throttle tab, so let's go into that tab. As you can see, I have it in airplane auto calibrate endpoint mode, and I think that's the root cause of my problem. So I'm going to be changing that to helicopter mode, just like that, and notice it came up with fixed endpoints. Now the only other thing I'm going to change the initial spool up rate. I like it to spool up slow so the blades don't fall back. And I'm going to also change the rate to high on the head speed change, because I like those to happen instantaneously. Once you're done making all the changes that you need to make, you simply click the update button and it sends the program to the ESC. At that point, you're ready to go. The next thing is to go downstairs and set the endpoints. Okay, we're ready to start setting the endpoints, and the first thing that we have to do is to prepare the radio. Now I'll be using my Spectrum DX8. Your radio may differ a little bit, but the concept is the same. What we're going to need to do is go in and change the throttle endpoints to 50%. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll enter setup mode. I'll go into servo setup. It already is on throttle, and I'm at low stick. I'm going to set this to 50%. Now I'll move my stick to the high stick position and set that to 50% as well. Now we're set and ready to plug the helicopter in to begin setting the endpoints. Okay, we're all set, the helicopter's bound, and we're ready to go. I'm going to start increasing this until I hear the beep. Oh, I don't know if you heard it, but it just beeped. I'm going to go ahead and go 2 more clicks. It's right at 100%. Look at that. Now I'm going to move my stick to the low position and repeat the process. I'm going to increase this until I hear the beep. I just heard the beep. I'm going to go 2 more clicks. At this point, the endpoints have been set and we're ready to unplug the helicopter. The next thing to do is take it outside and test it out and see if this made any difference. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I have the helicopter bound and we're ready to spin it up and see what it does. First, we should expect a nice slow spool up. Very nice. Now I'm at 50% throttle. I'm going to put it into idle up 1. And you can hear that it definitely went up. Now I'm going to go to idle up 2. And you can hear that it went up. I'm going to go back down to idle up 1. It went down. Back down into normal mode. And it went down again. Let's go back up to idle up 1. And idle up 2. And back down. And back to normal. Spin it back down. It looks like that took care of the problem. Let's head down to the studio and wrap this video up. Okay, it looks like everything is back to normal. It's performing exactly the way that it should. I couldn't be a happier camper, and once again, I want to thank everybody that posted and gave me the great suggestions, because taking it out of the default mode is what fixed this issue. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy flying, friends!